In the early 1950s, the CIA launched MK-Ultra, a classified project designed to develop mind control techniques. The CIA believed that the Soviet Union, China, and North Korea were using brainwashing to influence people. To fight fire with fire, they embarked on a dark and controversial mission, officially sanctioned in 1953 by then CIA Director Allen Dulles. MK-Ultra sought to explore how the human mind could be manipulated.
The man who would oversee the CIA's research into drugs and most of the agency's behavior programs is this man, Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, a chemist. He retired in 1973 and destroyed the records of this work. In sort of a valedictory letter, Dr. Gottlieb wrote that he and his colleagues had been able to maintain contact with the leading edge of developments in the field of biological and chemical control of human behavior.
It had one overarching goal: to create techniques that could control people's thoughts and actions. MK-Ultra operated under a veil of secrecy, with funding often disguised as grants to respected universities and research institutions. Over 80 institutions were involved, ranging from hospitals to prisons to colleges. The experiments were horrifying. Test subjects, often unaware participants, were exposed to drugs like LSD, electroshock therapy, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and even psychological torture. The CIA believed these techniques could be used to erase memories, implant new ones, or even break someone's will entirely. One infamous case involved a mental patient named Harold Blauer. In 1953, he was injected with a massive dose of a hallucinogenic drug as part of MK-Ultra. He died shortly after, but it wasn't just prisoners and patients. College students, soldiers, and ordinary civilians were also targeted, often without consent. The CIA justified it all under the guise of national security. For over 20 years, MK-Ultra remained hidden, but in 1975, everything changed. The Church Committee, a U.S. Senate investigation into intelligence abuses, uncovered the program's existence. The revelations shocked the nation.
We are not professing to tell you the complete story of these activities. We are professing to tell you the complete story that we know. Right. But these records that we've uncovered don't tell the story. They tell pieces of it.
Documents showed the CIA had destroyed many of its records in 1973 to cover its tracks, but what remained painted a grim picture of unchecked power. The fallout was immense. Survivors and families of victims filed lawsuits demanding accountability. One of the most famous cases was brought by Canadian citizens who had been subjected to MK-Ultra experiments at the Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal. The Canadian government eventually paid millions in compensation, though the CIA itself largely escaped direct consequences. Although MK-Ultra officially ended in the 1970s, its legacy endures. The program raises timeless questions about ethics in science, the limits of government power, and the vulnerability of individual rights in the face of national security. MK-Ultra is a stark warning. Transparency, accountability, and vigilance are crucial in safeguarding democracy. We must ensure that the pursuit of power never outweighs the value of human life and dignity.